So today I plan to fish a haunted fishing location, and if you are a fisherman, my first thought is, that is, you know there are fish there. Let's do some fishing.
You've arrived at your first stop.
So I'm gonna put a little floaty gulp worm on here. I'm gonna tell you a story. So back in the 1880s, a woman by the name of Maggie'S was traveling around here, and she was with child. And when she crossed here, she was in a carriage and she had an accident. And when she crossed, she fell and she was allegedly decapitated. Anybody see a head? Anyone? Let's try another cast. So this is in the 1880s. I don't see any fish here whatsoever. A little disappointed right now. There's a little pipe here. So she was with child. So the way the story goes is her and her baby were killed here. She is buried in a little cemetery in Seaford, right next to here. And back in the 1880s, obviously there was no emergency response. There was no 911. So when accidents like this happened, the result was pretty bad. So she's buried here, her ghost is here. And this is during the day. Is that a fish? No, it's not a fish. I don't think there's any fish here, but we're gonna take a stab at this. So at night, people do congregate here. So the way it's supposed to go is you're supposed to stand in the middle of the road and say, Maggie, I have your baby. Maggie, I have your baby. Maggie, I have your baby. And she's supposed to appear. I'm doing this in the middle of the day. Obviously, this is loaded with a lot of graffiti. So that's the story. What do I think? So I have no doubt in my mind people could have or have passed away here. Now, whether there is a person here or ghost here, I don't know. I do know that there's no fish here. I think the ghost scared them away. So this woman was with child, and yeah, I don't see nothing here, man. I think the ghost did scare them all away. So I'm using a very small hook, a gulp worm, and I am not getting anything. So there's a pipe that goes back and forth here. The Nanticoke River is nearby. There's a ferry nearby. I am standing on Woodland Church Road, where this supposedly took place. And so far, not a bite, and it's awful quiet here. So this is supposed to happen at nighttime in the moonlight. And allegedly when you leave here, you, after reciting the words I just recited, will have trouble leaving. So I'm going to see if I'm going to have trouble leaving this place. Can definitely say for a fact, I'm not getting any bites. This is a panfish killer, man. So that's the story of Maggie and a little unfortuitous event. So explanations are, we are fairly in the sticks here. There are foxes presumably that run around here. There are rabbits around here. It could account for some of the moaning, the groaning. If you ever heard a rabbit cry, it's awful similar to a child. Foxes have a really weird yelp. And then imagination is something else it could be. Yeah, I ain't getting nothing. This dude ain't getting nothing. Let's try the other side one more time. So when accidents happen, things did end in tragedy. Oh, there's a fish. What is it? Oh, it's a bass. Ooh, haunted bass. Is it a, looks like it might be a spotted bass. It's a different type of bass. I think it might be a spotted bass. Let's take a picture. Let's take a picture. So there's a pentagram right there, painted on the road. Now, if you are a member of an organized religion, the last thing you want to do is worship in the middle of a highway. Not passing any judgment, but hey. I just heard something off in the background. Sound like a bird? Huh. That's weird. Oh, there's a bite. Oh, what are you? Son. Ooh! Thank you, Maggie. It's a nice little yellow perch. I don't really catch a lot of these around where I am. It's a pretty little guy. He looks like he's fat and happy. Have you seen any ghosts? No. Let's take a picture here. Let's take a picture of my perch. Nice little perch. Just remembered I had some frozen shrimp with me. You know, because you carry frozen shrimp arbitrarily. I was planning on going down the shore and doing some tog fishing. Just heard a scream. Sounded like it was a bird. I don't know. There's a fish. Ooh, what is you? It is a very scared red-breast sunfish. What I've always wondered is, how do their breasts get so red? The world may never know. Finally, the quadfecta. It is a whittle red-breast sunfish. I got one little more piece of shrimp here. Let's play, shall we? Huh, Maggie? What was that? Sounded like somebody sneezed. And it's either the ghost or the sunfish took my shrimp. That is a fish. Another Wedwest. Hello, Wedwest. Hello, sir. Have you seen any ghosts? Well, there's a car. There's a car coming my way. It's an innocent little red breast. Just one, not two. I mean, I'll tell you, nothing scares you more than a couple of leaves rustling right behind your head because they sound like footsteps. It's leaves. Trust me on that one. And so we come to the end of the haunted fishing location. Didn't quite see what I thought I may have saw. Did hear a little bit of things creeping around me. Caught some fish, which is always good. My grandmother had stories about ghosts when she was a kid. She grew up in Texas. She would tell me when she went over to a friend's house, she would turn off the lights at a sleepover and she could hear people gambling inside the location. This was in Texas, so believe what you want. I didn't see anything today. I did catch some fish. If you please like, please share, please subscribe. And hopefully you won't find any ghosts on your next fishing trip. So I hope this car starts. So the legend goes, your car may not start if you summon Maggie, and lo and behold, oh, the car started. Let's hope I don't get stuck. Happy fishing. So here he is, ghost fish number one. This is a small white perch. Sorry. Have you seen any ghosts? I'll wait. And we're back with another edition of the fishing pole. We're gonna take a slightly different turn today. I am here, whoa, the car in park.